Great. Love that for us. Hello.
We're here.
Hello.
Oh, hey, you didn't have to do voices.
Here or not.
They're all correct.
Yep, I didn't have to do cams because the OBS Ninja, it looks like you guys saved the links for last time, so I didn't have to redo anything.
Although Mookie's cam is different, like she's taller. But that's, I don't think, a you thing, because that's how she looks in OBS.
It's
is it? Because she looks like that in OBS Ninja too.
That happened quickly.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, because dimensions are different.
Yeah, you're a different shape.
But they're not for me though. So
weird.
I can change them. I have the technology.
Picture in picture.
I don't want to spend a lot of money.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Playotic Games on the Bounty Board, in which we play Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. I'm Mick. I'll be playing your artificer of the evening. His name is Artorius, and he's trying his best. Dylan, who are you playing this evening?
I'm Dylan, and I'm playing Sepharis, the mom of the group who also will blow hallucinogenic drugs in people's faces if they mess with my boy, my sweet boy.
That escalated very quickly.
Look, it just made them laugh. It could have been a lot weirder.
I speaking of that and how he's her boy, I was saying before we got started, I was like, man, I can't wait for Alan to kill Artorius, but I hope he waits until the audience loves him more and is more endeared to him, so it hurts that much more when he dies. Because I'm a terrible person.
We're starting Curse of Strahd, recording Curse of Strahd at the end of the month. That's the time for sadness and death. Don't bring that in here.
Well, you have to have moments.
I mean, it could happen, but don't come in here like it's going to happen. Come in here like it could, but maybe not.
I mean, there's a
Monkey Man got his Playotic shirt. That's awesome.
Hey!
Oh, which one did you get, Monkey?
The 3 wolf.
Three Nicks.
Nice.
The literal best design.
You have to send us a picture.
But it's not a wolf, it's a cat.
Cat.
It's a 3 Nicks moon.
It's a meme. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I need to write an Amazon review of that.
'Tis a meme. It's self-aware. Alan actually just finished some stuff that I can't wait for everybody else to see.
Same.
That's really awesome. It's gonna be all sorts of things. It's gonna be on merch and making.
All we hear is the slurping.
No.
It's right in the mic.
It's all right. It's all gone
awesome.
now.
It's cool. There's definitely not a mute button. But no, Alan's been working on some really great stuff. So I'm very excited for everyone else to see it. Mookie, who are you? Who are you playing? What's going on?
Hi, my name is Mookie, and I am playing Jackie O'Hara, the Bunny Barbarian, or AKA the Bunbarian.
Bun barbarian. Bun
Barbarian.
And with that, I'm going to Sumner, who is, I don't know where, he's here for me.
Oh, you had it. Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Sumner. I'll be playing Abel, Dr. Verkan. But Sepharis will be very quick to tell me that I'm not a doctor in spirit. So perhaps just Abel. I'm a Fearbolg monk, Way of Mercy. So we'll hope maybe we'll get to see him flourish in combat a little bit more.
Maybe.
Shall see. Since, especially after last episode's shopping spree, where I got a something. What did I get? I bought something.
Bracers of Defense.
Bracers of Defense. Yes, my AC is now 18.
I was looking. And you got. Go ahead, Alan. I'm sorry.
You got a stone from Pagan.
That's right. I have a stone, a magic stone that I don't know what it does. Yeah,
I forgot that I have really so many cool. I have so many cool things as an artificer and artificer.
You're making it worse.
And Jackie officially has not a hand axe.
Yeah, it's a cool axe.
The orc was like the half orc, the blacksmith. Was very quick to give Jackie some shit for her size, saying that a great axe was a hand axe.
I thought about this afterwards, and I'm like, I should have had Jackie yell at her and be like, "Have you never given a great axe to a halfling? Because it's the same height."
Right. Like, no, I give both races that shit.
Fucking dare you?
Or like a dwarf, a dwarf wouldn't have to ask for that.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
True.
But to be fair, most of Penley is composed of half-orcs and tieflings. There's only one gnome that you've seen so far, and that was Ekamun, which was the magic guy that you guys haggled and browbeat.
Right, so great.
Stole everything from that poor man. Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Sumner just really wanted some bracers of defense, didn't want to pay him up for them.
To be fair, he only.
I am not saying that I am guiltless in this.
I do not want to claim innocence.
What, Mookie?
I was gonna say, to be fair, Abel did only stop at one shop.
Yeah.
It's true. You could have gone and you could have shopped around.
I mean, we did make perception checks to look for other shops that, like, we looked for shops that would have magic, and that was the one we found.
Yeah, it had the most crates unmarked.
Yeah.
And of course, we could not be doing what we're doing this evening without our wonderful dungeon master. Mr. Dungeon Master, would you like to introduce yourself?
Did Dylan go?
He did.
Yes, I was like the second one to go.
Oh, right,
I talked about throwing hallucinogenic drugs in people's faces for messing with my boy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm Alan. I'll be doing whatever happens tonight.
He also designed everything in Tailspire.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did that.
Everything in Tailspire was hand designed.
And
by
nearly
Alan.
everything in our shop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually true. Nearly everything in our shop was actually designed by Alan.
Isn't he so humble?
Yeah.
And handsome.
His eyebrows go all the way up.
Cool. So we don't really need to recap because we just did it, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Well,
it was just
I mean,
a big shopping adventure last time.
That was last time, but the overall quest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
In raptor voice. Alan!
Do you want me to... What?
It's like Jurassic Park 3.
Oh. So yeah, you guys... How far back do I go? I don't know how to recap.
What is the plot?
Well, Brahm died.
Right.
Violent death. Pagan got real sad and kind of had an outburst and disappeared. Brahm traded his bones to some kind of cosmic horror for something that he is no longer in possession of because Azrael and Carowin left the group while you guys were fleeing from zombies. You saved Erante, which was an elvish woman, blonde hair. Traveled with her to Penley, which is a large floating city atop the water and wetlands with stacked buildings on top of each other. Where you went to the 3 days place, met Adam Gaunt, traded him a playing card that you received for 10,000 gold from the person who killed Brahm, and then I don't remember anything else. I think that was it.
That was kind of the gist of it.
We saved her from what? What did we save the elf lady from? Zombies. Okay.
And the Hangman's Tree.
And the Hangman's Tree. Okay. So what's going on with that? Were there zombies? What?
No one knows yet. Started 6 months ago.
Is it just zombies hanging around town?
Well, it's people rising from the dead within a half hour to an hour.
Okay.
Passing.
But are they just kind of hanging out? What are they doing?
You guys really haven't figured that part out. I mean, they attack.
I mean, they're making people disappear.
Yeah, taking people away. They attack people who pass by them. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you guys haven't got to yet.
Yeah, I just wanted to get because our next destination is going to a pie maker who lives 3 days away. I don't know why he bakes pies and then travels 3 days to deliver them, but he does.
Well, he's also a butcher.
Oh, he's a butcher, so he's delivering meat, raw meat in a 3 day travel.
Is he a candlestick maker also by a hobby since he's a butcher and a baker? Okay,
that would make sense though.
No, he is not.
Oh, well, dang.
No.
But that's our next destination is to go after this guy, trying to figure out where he is, what he's doing, how he's feeling. Ask him if he has any special thoughts, special lady in his life, special man. And it's kind of implied that maybe he's gone missing, as many people have been. That's the other mystery. Is there's zombies in the Hangman's Tree, which used to be something that was just kind of took dead bodies and absorbed them. Instead, it's now like rejecting dead bodies and wanting to kill people fresh, I guess. And there are a lot of zombies that are popping up. We've kind of taken it upon ourselves to figure out why. And it's been hinted that people have gone missing, and that's kind of tied to it.
Yeah, it all started around the same time, about 6 months ago. When the dead started rising, people started to go missing. Oh, people started to go missing like a year ago. And then the dead started rising 6 months ago. And the Hangman's Tree stopped eating the dead corpses that were brought to it by the people of Penley.
1 week ago?
Yeah.
It's been 1 week since it stopped eating people. Cocked your head to the side and said, "I'm angry."
No, it's 6 months ago. Sorry. When the dead started rising, the tree stopped eating the dead. It only wanted living. Beforehand, it would eat anything that the townsfolk brought to it.
Well,
I really hope we run into a like some old crusty dude who's like, sometimes dead is better.
That's pop culture.
I don't want to go down that road.
Don't go down that road.
You don't want to go down that road.
Cool.
He has to be like at the edge of town though. Like as we're going, like no, we're just gonna stop by and stay for the night. And he's like, oh no, you don't want to go down that road. And then we don't listen to him.
So quick note, don't do what I just did and move your camera all the way down and basically drag your mini all the way up, and you will just move them impossibly far away from the map, and it will take a hot second to get them back.
Is that what you did?
I thought you were just having a good time.
I was sitting here messing with my little character, and I was like, Sumner, where the F did you go? And I look on the screen, and I'm like, where the F did you go?
I couldn't find him. I was looking everywhere, and then eventually if you click on your icon, it'll zoom you through, and everyone who's watching saw, but it was like whoosh, like across the entire non-existent world.
Oh, the great void, yeah. You could have told me. I could have dragged you back.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Lesson learned, Sumner should not be allowed to touch his character anymore.
Rude and accurate.
Cool. So, I guess we'll start.
Well, I'd like to take a look at this rock, actually.
I was about to
Abel,
ask you.
you've looked at that rock a number of times. You're not going to learn anything new about it.
Not with that attitude, Sephiroth.
Is this first thing in the morning you're checking the rock?
Yeah, I wake up and I get the nostalgia of the first time I actually found it. I found it yesterday morning, and now it's this morning. So I'm looking at the rock again, kind of in a reminder. I want to bring it to Artorias.
My question is, did you sleep with it? Was it on your person?
Yes. Yeah, he slept with it.
Okay. So as you take out the stone, you notice that its shape has started to change a bit, and it started to like sprout like some green vines.
That's always
that kind
good.
that kind of come out of the top of it and like circle around. And upon closer inspection, you notice that the rock, it's starting to like, with your background and like being a doctor and everything, you would know what a human heart looks like, or like a humanoid heart looks like. It started to take the form of a heart, but a heart that's sprouting some greenery out of the top of it.
Huh. And it looks alive, I imagine, like green. And,
yeah, well, the stone still looks like a stone, but the sprouts are green. Yep.
Fascinating. Huh.
Fascinating. Hey, Artorias, or Artie. Which do you prefer? Artorias?
Well, to be quite honest, Artorias always feels a little more like I've done something bad. Or something that I shouldn't have. Like, I remember this one time I almost burned down the watchtower, and the master was really mad, and he called me Artorias, but oftentimes he would call me Artie.
Hey, Artie.
Always. Yeah. Yes.
Can you look at this for me? This,
Yeah.
an old friend left this with me, and it has changed form slightly. It was once a rock, and now has this greenery as he hands it to you that seems to resemble that of a human heart.
Oh, that is fascinating.
Isn't it?
So as Artie takes it, you notice that the greenery starts to like pull back a little bit, back into the stone.
Oh, well, it doesn't seem to like me very much.
Can I inspect it and see if I can figure anything out about it?
Yeah. Can you make a history check,
Sure.
maybe? Or Arcana, whichever you want.
Let's see. Well, let's see. They're both the same on the plus, so a non-natural 20.
Really? Okay.
He's a very historic boy and arcanic boy.
So, yeah, so I would say you would, just upon inspecting it, you would remember reading about something like a clan of druids that would craft these magical seeds. And they would use them for like hunting groups that would go out into the forests to hunt for food. And in case anyone became separated, they had these stones, which were actually called Heartstone amulets. And it would alert each member of the pack if someone else was in danger, or if their heart rate was dropping, or if they like suffered significant pain or anything like that during their hunts. So it's basically, from what you've read about, it's something that they used in order to stay connected with each other, even though they were apart. And as you hold it and look at it, you can feel it like, what's the word? Not beating, but like you feel like a slight vibration every couple seconds, kind of like a heartbeat.
I'll communicate that all to Abel and put my hands back out for him to take it.
I think it wants to be with you.
Wow. I had no idea.
And he takes it back, very happy with it, and puts it into a more protected pocket of his jacket.
Okay.
You kind of hear him say,
Thank you, Pagan.
All right.
Legit sounded like you said thank you, bacon. So I was confused for like 2 seconds, and then I realized what you actually
Can
said.
you, something with the able voice changer, can you say making pancakes, making bacon pancakes? Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake.
Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. I don't know the rest.
Fine. That was still good enough. That still made me happy. Thank you.
Yay. You're very welcome, Sephiris, however strange that request may be.
Oh, well, it's a song that that would be sung as I helped make bacon pancakes in the morning, which is when you take some bacon and you put it in a pancake.
I've never indulged. That sounds wonderful.
It's a fun treat.
Well, I suppose we have a marsh waiting for us. Jackie, are you awake?
As y'all are walking by or coming up to her door, you hear like, ah! Because she's like the whole morning she's actually been awake, but she's been so excited to finally have an axe that actually fits her, that isn't a hand axe. She's been like practicing with it, and you walk in and you see several pieces of furniture that may or may not look like furniture anymore.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Look at all this furniture we just found like this.
I think Jackie cut it up with an axe.
Artorias?
Artorias.
See,
Oh,
that
good
makes
morning,
me
everyone.
feel like I did something bad when you say it like that.
Jackie did nothing wrong.
No, Jackie did something very wrong, but we're going to not acknowledge it until we are far away from here.
I mean, the good doctor's got plenty of money to pay for this, right? I mean, weren't you just paid a pretty penny?
Yes, it's the money to pay for all of this is very far away, and we have to get there very fast. So,
Jackie, was it really fun to chop it up?
Oh, absolutely. You did an amazing job on this. Thank you very much.
Oh, hold on.
He pulls out one of his pistols and just plods a couple of rounds into one of the chairs.
Oh, this is very fun.
Artorias, now that
shoot a gun.
People freaks out when you fire the gun inside the inn. No! And just, he tries to put the gun back into your holster and begins to usher you out of the building as quickly as possible.
It was a lot of fun.
And he puts his gorilla hand over your face.
So at the sound of it and watching you guys run out,
I'm picking up Jackie and following suit. Not as harsh, but like I've picked up Jackie and am carrying her out.
I would imagine you grabbed her, like, not by the scruff or anything, but like gently by like her shirt or jacket or whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, after Artorias shot one of them, Cairo ran over and went pew, and kicked one of the other pieces and like bounded after you guys as you.
I love it.
Yeah. So as Sarah runs past you, she's like, "What was that? Are the zombies attacking?"
Yes, we're
I'm
chasing
not
after
sure.
them
We're
right
going
now.
to
We
go
can't talk.
investigate.
Do we have one
She's
more
like-
night in this hotel by chance?
Yeah, this is your
did.
second night, so yeah.
We did.
Probably like the exorbitant amount of money it would have cost to stay there would probably make up for half of the furniture damage, but whatever. So she, after you tell her that the zombies are attacking, she kind of like runs off into the kitchen, presumably to get at them, in that little back area that you guys haven't been to as you guys exit.
Can I say real quick, like, I'd like to say, as Sephiroth is carrying Jackie away, Jackie, like, kind of yells back, "I might need a new room!"
She's like, "Why?" And then you're pulled out. Okay, so you guys are heading straight out into the marshes to begin your journey?
I assume so.
Yes.
Okay.
And Artorias has his necrotic energy detector that I imagine kind of works like a hot and cold sensor.
Yeah, I mean, I also like to imagine that there's a little bit of like, and then if you get closer to it, it's something like,
Oh, not even like increasing in like pitch or volume, like just it's a different sound.
it just gets faster, so it'll be like,
Oh, okay.
like, yeah. Not
Makes
annoying
sleeping
at
hard,
all.
but it's possible.
No, it's definitely like more of an indicator. It's not making ridiculous noises. That would be too much.
Okay. So I didn't build a map for everything because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But if you guys, who's leading the charge?
I will.
Yeah. I have put down
Okay.
Artie.
Yeah, once we kind of
It's twerking on Abel.
got out of the building and started heading in a direction, Sephiroth will put down Jackie. So we've been using our own feet the most of the time here.
Oh no, you've picked up Jackie. You are now Jackie's carrier.
Are you gonna climb up on my shoulder and just ride?
Oh yeah, once you get to a stopping point, Jackie like whips around and like is immediately on her shoulder like a parrot.
I love Jackie.
All right, I'm okay.
You expect me to be able to keep up with you. I hope you realize you're going to have to carry me like this. You're the one who grabbed me, so it's now your turn.
Sephiroth looks to Abel, who is like a good 2 feet taller than her and a good like probably 4 or 5 inches wider than she is. No, I am the one who picked you up.
Abel does nothing.
Unless you want to throw me off to someone else. She kind of like doesn't kick, but like taps your shoulder with her foot. You don't quite have very broad shoulders, so.
No, and I'm not the most physically strong of the group either. Again, she looks up at Abel.
I will say.
He is deep in thought and is like,
Where are we? Are we supposed to head completely east or west? Straight?
Artie, where's your device beep booping at?
Where is it beep booping at, Dungeon Master? Dungeon Daddy, please educate me on this direction.
Don't call me Dungeon Daddy. Ever. So it was
a great way to get called Dungeon Daddy, but go ahead.
Would Maze Master be better?
Maze Master? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I'll go with that.
Fantasy Papa.
No, Fantasy Father.
Okay, so beepy machine thing. So that's designed to pick up on like necrotic energy, right, Mick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So currently it's not making much noise. Doesn't seem like you're near anything of like necromantic origins at the time, for the time being. As you guys head west, because no, it was east. It was east because west is the ocean. As you guys head west towards the butcher's house, so Ferris, can you make a survival check for me?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm also going to super believe in myself and cast guidance on myself. Well, thank God that I cast guidance, but it's still not going to be enough. 11.
Okay. So you're making your way through this marsh, these wetlands, having to like be really careful about where you step, because as you guys experienced in your fleeing of the zombies a few days prior, it's really dangerous and the ground conceals a lot of hazards and everything. So you're trying to move carefully, focusing on the ground, and you don't really notice the thick fog that's rolled in. It's kind of like concealing the sun around you. Like you can still see, but it's pretty low light, considering how much fog has invaded the area. And you keep walking, but then after a few hours you realize, I don't think this is west. I think maybe we're going south, or is it north? So you have gotten lost in the swamp, and it does take you a good bit of time to get back on track. Can someone roll a d20 for me? Anyone?
I will roll.
7.
I got a 9.
14. I don't know if you just needed 1.
Yeah, 1's fine. So with a 7, luckily, even with this detour that you've taken, you don't seem to encounter anything of danger for the time being. But you do feel like you've lost maybe a day of travel trying to get back on track to where you're going in that general direction. Did you guys? None of you got a map or anything, did you?
I think everybody was too eager to leave to make sure.
I think we heard east and we were like, say no more.
Well, we heard east and we
East done.
and we got the
thank you,
necrotic energy detector, and so we're like east and necrotic energy detector. Let's go.
Tier 2 sub.
Thank you so much for that tier 2 sub from Rhinoceros. Thank you so much.
Buddy. Hell yeah.
If only we... Never mind. That wasn't going anywhere. My brain stopped working
Been
before
there.
that began.
We don't have a map, do we?
No, I was hoping
we don't need a map, and he sticks his necro finder out in front of him, hoping
Wow.
Any minute now, it's gonna tell us where to go.
I somehow want a map more than I did a moment ago.
I think we put a little too much faith in. Not that your invention isn't
It's
Wonderful.
effective, Artie, but I think
Wonderful.
we maybe needed a bit more direction.
it's gonna go off and go.
Is that a good sound?
I want to believe
Sure.
it. I want to believe him so badly, but I'm knee deep in marsh right now, and I can't see anything past my torch.
Don't worry. If we just all we need is some indication that we're close to necrotic energy, and this will help us find that, and then we just walk in that direction.
Well, I'm not entirely sure we're heading east anymore, and that was the direction we were told for the butcher's house.
I'm pretty sure it was west.
That's what I said. I totally didn't mess that up.
Is this why we've lost a day? Because you took
I
us the wrong
suggest waiting.
direction. Paris?
I suggest waiting until nighttime, and perhaps the North Star can help us.
Why don't we look for some moss on trees?
We're in a marsh. There's
Gotta
perhaps.
be marsh on trees, or moss on trees.
There's a bunch of marsh on trees over here.
Yeah, there's moss covering.
Abel, Dr. Abel, I don't know if you know this.
The moss towards civilization. Is that what you're getting at, Artie?
That is not, no, it grows on the north side of the tree.
Oh.
So if you find the moss, that's north.
I've seen trees with moss all around.
Science is sometimes not exact.
Well, when
It's
you're
worth a
lost, we
shot.
kind of need it to be pretty exact.
I have
Look
it's
at
better
the
than what I
sun.
have,
We can
which is
track
nothing.
where it is in the sky. If we track where the sun is in the sky, that'll give us an indication of which way is east and which way is west.
All right. All right. It's better than what I have, which is complaints. So, by all means.
Well, I'm not very great at survival, so that's good. to
Abel
know.
ironically is, so it's
It's a wisdom skill, so I should hope the monk doctor.
well, Abel has instincts. He's just ignoring all of them right now.
He's just walking around in a marsh. Like, I'll figure this out. It's gonna be fine.
I got a 24.
Hey,
survival.
Oh, wow, nice. Okay, so Abel, you
take full
find.
credit.
Yeah, good job, buddy. You find your way back to where you think you guys may have started by retracing your steps. Not started, but like midway
Right.
through to where you guys veered off direction. You think you found your way back to that point, and then led the group more eastward towards the house where you're supposed to be going. Towards the house where you're supposed to be going, and after a couple more hours of traveling, you come across what looks to be a large skull of would Abel know what a crocodile is?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so like a large giant crocodile skull that's kind of like bridging the gap between like a river, not a riverway, but like a fairly wide creek running through the wetlands heading east. Large giant crocodile skull with like bird's nests and frogs and everything perched within it, moss all over it.
does the necrolyzer, as I'll call it, does it react at all towards the skull in any way?
No, not to the skull, but 1 second, I didn't look this up.
If you say yes, I had a really stupid joke that I was going to do, so I'm glad that you said no.
Now I want another joke.
I was going to say, if it reacts, the necrolyzer goes, because it's a crack.
Yeah. Yeah, you weren't kidding.
I told you it was dumb. And then you made me do it.
I was like, no,
I
I'm
don't
sure
get
it's
it.
not
What is
fun.
it
I'm
from?
sure it's not dumb.
It's Crocodile Rock. It's a song.
Oh, I don't pick up pop culture. I'm sorry.
It's like from the 50s. It's super
Oh.
old.
Okay, so not
Is it
pop
the
culture.
50s?
It's pretty old.
Okay.
Anyway, Crocodile Bridge, bird's nest, frogs, and everything. Your gun does not go off as you cross the bridge, Artie. But as this little,
Elton John did it. It's not the 50s. Sorry.
as you cross the bridge, this little ball of light seems to come up out of the marsh floor and approaches you, just like bobbing slowly to and fro as it makes its way towards you. And as it comes closer, your little
Somebody touch
machine
it?
does start to make some more noises.
Can I do Gillen knows what this is. Can I do a check to see if Sepharis knows what this is?
Yeah. What would that be? Arcana? Yeah, do Arcana because of its nature.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, that's a natural 20 plus 0 is still a 20.
Awesome. So you've heard of this before, based on your upbringing and everything and your education. You have read about it. It's something called the Will o' the Wisp. And typically they're pretty aggressive when people approach their habitat. But this one seems to be, what's the word?
Benign.
Vibe.
Yeah, benign. Yeah, he's just it's just kind of bobbing back and forth and kind of swirling around your heads.
Don't
And then it goes off in a direction.
follow it. It's
And
a
just
will o'
like-
the wisp. There's spirits of the dead that die in swamps and marshes. They try to lead other people into danger to drown or be attacked so they could join them, but following them only leads to misfortune.
Well, isn't that exactly what we're looking for? Won't it possibly take us to what we're looking for?
We're looking for the butcher, the baker, who in his spare time is a candlestick maker.
It's definitely not.
Well, it seems the murky water leads to even murkier water. Be careful. Mind your step.
Don't trust any lights you see in the bog.
Wait. You said these things lead to danger.
And misfortune.
Isn't that where we're heading already? Would this not serve
We're
as a
heading to
torch?
the butcher who's also a baker, and in his spare time is a candlestick maker.
I think very specifically somebody mentioned that he was not a candlestick maker. That would be a very lazy joke.
I am not sure if you are serious or not. Is he a candlestick maker, or are we... I thought he was missing or not heard of.
I think Sephiroth was huffing some of that magic dust.
Would you like to try some, Artie?
No, Master always said that drugs lead to a rotten mind and a more rotten life.
It depends on which ones you have.
Is now the time.
Now is the time that we're supposed to be following and finding a butcher that hopefully is alive.
And he's definitely not a candlestick maker.
If we head to
He does
safety and
bake
you
pies.
If we head to safety, I will help you identify mushrooms, and you can keep them on the way. But you stay sober.
Hey, to be fair, I didn't say do it now. I just said depends on which ones you have.
That's fair.
Besides, we shouldn't be worried about this mystical, what did you call it, a will-o'-wisp?
Will o' the wisp.
Yeah, we shouldn't be worried about it or afraid. We have the most powerful magic item known to mankind.
Known to us, you're right.
Yeah. He cocks his gun. This is the most powerful magic, technology. Master said that this was the future that would lead the world into prosperity.
Your gun.
Well, not specifically this gun, no, but the idea behind technology. It's all about the paradox of flame, haven't you? So,
I
flame
am
has the
not going
ability-
into this right now, Artie. I promised you. I promise I will listen to your paradox of flame again in the safety of a camp. I promise. And I won't sleep next time. Again, I
Very
apologize
well.
for dozing off last time. I promise I'll stay up.
He puts the gun away and kind of picks Cairo up and
Why
starts.
was that threatening?
That's
Why was
It wasn't.
he puts the gun away?
Slowly while staring at Abel the whole time.
Artie is slowly subconsciously realizing that people listen to him more when the gun is out. He's just like,
This
the paradox
makes me
of flame.
important. This makes me important. You will listen to what I say when I'm
People will
holding
call me Artie more than Notorious.
Sephiroth continues to head towards the east, the direction that we were traveling, not following the will o' the wisp.
Ferris, you've
Well,
been
the
holding
Will
on
o'
to
the Wisp
Jackie for
is
quite some
heading
time.
east.
The will o' the wisp headed which direction?
Is heading east.
Oh, I thought it went off into the bog, not the direction we were heading.
No,
so
you're all in the bog, but it's
Yeah.
heading in the direction you were going.
Well, I thought we were
you
like on
crossed.
a somewhat path in the bog.
Gotcha.
Like there was a one man with a wagon full of pies and meat made road that we were traveling on.
So it's heading
so
east.
in my mind, you guys are like kind of tracking like tracks that never really take because of how soft the earth is and how much water comes in and goes down. And so when you cross the bridge, this natural bridge, the Will-o'-the-Wisp came probably from either like the southward direction and then stopped and examined you and then started heading in the path that you guys were going.
So, was it kind of acting like it was trying to show us the way? In a sense? Or.
As best as you can tell. I mean, it didn't really communicate in any way.
Well, Artie's going to pull his gun back out and hold the necrolyzer and walk in that direction. Makes him feel important. People listen to him when he holds the gun.
It's okay, Auntie, I respect you. You gave me good things.
He turns around and... Thank you!
Jackie, would you like a ride? I feel like Sephiroth's shoulders may require a bit of mercy.
She
to
looks
imagine.
down
That's a
like,
great idea, Abel. Thank you. Jackie,
You're very welcome.
Not understanding the sarcasm.
would you like to ride on Abel's shoulder?
doesn't even say anything, doesn't even wait for anybody to move. She immediately hops from your shoulder over to Abel. It's like, your hair was nice and soft, but damn, your shoulders are tiny.
Abel doesn't even notice the weight difference. Meanwhile, the hop it seemed like almost knocked Sephiroth down.
What's your strength, Sephiroth?
8.
Oh, nice.
Strength is my
That's
dump
what I
stat.
thought.
Strength is my dump stat.
Yeah, that's a
Just
whole
like-
any sorcerer's stem stat.
It's
She
just
ended
like-
up in the mud. I'm so sorry.
Shoves you.
She does go down a couple inches, like as she sinks a little bit.
I mean, didn't we name the thing Blood and Mud?
Abel pulls you up.
Thank you, Abel.
I apologize for
Sorry.
not for offering sooner.
Well, we all have our burdens to bear, I guess. Some bear them
Artie's
better
walked
than
off,
others.
By the way, is anything happening to him?
Are you
kinda
following the
walking-
willow?
Yeah, he's following the willow with
okay.
Kyra.
So as you follow the wisp, Artie, you go. I'm assuming everybody else is coming as well.
Yes,
That-
but
that's like
Sephiroth is like very nervously following the will-o'-the-wisp.
Okay.
Definitely keeping a more weather eye out for anything.
So you guys continue for about an hour, and then all of a sudden, the wisp stops, kind of floats back and forth a little bit, and then like kind of arcs around a clearing in the swamp and heads off more towards the north and east.
Does it look like there's a house in this clearing, or the remnants of a house, maybe?
No, it's just a bunch of fallen trees and everything, and grass. I mean, it's pretty much the same as what you've seen before. Nothing.
Sephiroth is a little relieved that it started going north, and now that that's gone, I say we continue heading east and try and find this butcher.
You said these things lead to danger.
They're liars and deceivers, and they like to lead people to death. They want others to join them to
You don't propose that just this one is leading us to an alive butcher.
I mean, unless you think that just one lich is going to, bake you a cake.
I mean, you never quite know. I mean, is this wisp stuff like documented in books or as most
Yes,
people
it's
decide?
well documented that these will-o'-the-wisps are liars and lead people to their doom.
Okay, but how many have you had experiences with?
Well, me personally, none, but
Then how do you know? But
it's
this one
well
is not trying to help.
documented.
By who?
Sephiroth, do you often assume the worst in people? Can you peer inside their heart and see their ill intent? Or do you just assume that it's there?
Why are we all really into Sephiroth all of a sudden? She's providing wisdom. Listen to her.
What do you know
very
about Will?
negative.
Artorias, what do you know about Will of the Wisps?
Nothing until what you've told me.
Hold on. Can I make an Arcana check to see what I know about Willow of the Wisp?
Sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
They're undead spirits of flame that inhabit bogs and swamps, and they like to lead other people deceptively to their doom.
So I got a natural 1, but I have a +6 to Arcana, so 7?
A 7?
So clearly, already skipped that book.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
nothing. But the name sounds very pleasant. A willow is a beautiful flowing tree,
Not
and a
willow.
wisp is.
Will O the
That's what
Wisp.
I said.
Yeah, Willow.
I believe the O is
I'll
capitalized.
write it down for you when we get back to the 3 days race, Artie, but it's not willow like the tree.
Oh, well. In any case, you shouldn't automatically think that something's evil.
Okay, here's the thing, Severus. Right now, we have no idea where we are going. And so far, this is the only thing that has been able to guide us in some type of direction. So, while yes, this may be a bad thing, we don't have much to go on.
We are just following our instincts at this point. I believe what Sephiroth is saying, and what I am saying is to exercise caution.
We can absolutely exercise caution. I never said we had to be right on its tail.
Perfect. See, Sephiroth? All good.
I mean, I am just here for the ride, like literally, as she like points down to Abel's shoulder. I'll go where you'll go. If you absolutely do not want to go and follow this thing, then by all means. I'm just saying, this is the only thing we have.
Do you go around thinking it's okay to smash mirrors or walk under ladders, cross the path of black
I
cats?
literally smashed the mirror in my hotel room earlier.
I saw that.
That's all
suppose it is.
poppycock, Sephiroth. Bad luck is not a real thing. Science, technology, logic, actual proven things, not
Science.
caution.
Artie, tell me, what is your science? That is a gun.
Please
Tell me
put
what
that
your
away.
science
I
is.
won't ask again.
This is science. Science, reason, and logic created this.
He puts his gun away,
You-
pulls
now-
out his gun blade.
It created this.
He points it at Cairo.
It created Cairo.
That's nice. Magic created this circlet. That doesn't mean magic is this circlet. I have not studied the science as nearly as in depth as you, but in my basic studies of it, science is learning and testing theories about the world around you to know more about them.
And to prove things. Not to assume, to prove, to understand, to know.
Yes,
The paradox of flame.
to understand and to know. So, in your studies, you read what other people have done, what they have tested and learned and discovered themselves, what they know. Yes?
Yes, that's how books work, Sephiroth.
Yes, it is, Artie. And that books, people testing things, that's how I've learned what will-o'-the-wisps are and what they do.
You start talking about broken mirrors and black cats and walking under ladders. That doesn't make any sense.
Will-o'-the-wisps themselves are not very dangerous. They are...
Abel starts to sneak some snacks up to Jackie. Some of the radish burger from the night before.
She
Will-o'-the-wisps
grabs it and
themselves
starts
are not
nomming
very
on them.
dangerous. But they want to lead you to danger.
But you automatically assume this one is evil. This one posed no threats to us. This one approached us in a positive and benevolent manner. So
The
why would you
anglerfish's
automatically
light also poses no threat, Artie.
Can we just agree
This
to
is a
disagree?
gun, which means you have to listen to what I say.
Artorias, I don't have to listen to what you say.
Can
Only people that are not confident and sure in themselves rely on violence to make people do what they want.
This has nothing to do with violence. I'm simply saying, look at this piece of technology. Look what I've created.
You're
It's
both
quite
very
impressive.
pretty.
can I real quick? I understand that there's no slashing on Jackie's boomerang, but can Jackie, like, in a coordinated, or try to in a coordinated way, like, swing her boomerang to like knock them both in the head and get them to shut up.
Sure. Make an attack roll.
Let's go.
And Abel, can you make a perception check for me?
5.
I love that we have a
okay.
magic versus science argument going.
That is a 9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you throw your boomerang, and it goes whoosh, 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 and it goes right over both of their heads and into the clearing, where you see like a giant frog was kind of like sitting perched on a log, and he jumps off into the clearing proper, and then there's a splash, and then all of a sudden there's a larger splash as like a giant crocodile comes out from underneath what appeared to be marshland floor, was actually just a moss-covered lake, basically. And as it devours the frog and goes back under, your boomerang sinking
No!
into the water.
Jackie sees this, hops off, and goes running after it.
You're gonna go, okay.
Artie pulls a small journal from his coat and writes down, "Don't trust Will-O-Wisp." Well, see, now we know.
And the will-o-wisp has been bobbing off toward the northern side a little bit.
Oh, was it near this, or was it in another direction?
No,
It circled around this clearing and then started heading off to the north. Like, here you are, and now I'm going this direction.
yeah.
So the crocodile would have eaten us if we felt. That's what I'm trying to determine.
Oh no.
Oh, well. In any case, Artie's writing down, "Don't trust Will-O-Wisp." See? Now we know. And that was all I was saying, Sepharis, is that we have to test. We have to assume the good in everything to learn if it's actually bad.
And
So
Abel's
the
running
next
after
person
Jackie
that
right
runs
now.
into a will-o'-the-wisp that hasn't run into him before shouldn't trust your words because they need to test it for themselves.
Exactly. You want to always draw your own conclusions. It's a good thing to have that base information, but you really want to test it and learn and understand for yourself.
Meanwhile, Jackie is now running back completely covered in mud. I got it!
So she's got it.
Where's that giant crocodile?
It's kind of just like, you see its eyes now, just like peeking out from the marsh.
I mean, from what I saw, he got him a quick snack, so...
I'm gonna get on the other side of Abel, like still like not like far from him, but there's definitely a big man between me and the crocodile.
That is a good-looking crocodile, but we need to stay clear.
Jackie has hopped back over and kind of shakes off the mud and be like, I guess in an adorable way, but even though she doesn't mean to, like, holds her paws up, like, up please. To Abel.
Artie looks at the crocodile and waves.
Hello.
Maybe he's a vegetarian, Artie. Why don't you test that? No, actually, I regret that. Don't test that.
He immediately starts walking towards the crocodile.
As soon as
no,
Ferris
no.
like said like maybe you should test that, she's like wait and like grabbed Artie's like coat and was like no.
Keep in mind,
Like
we are in
eight
its home.
strength score. I don't know if I would actually stop him, but
We are
Gonna
in its
try.
territory. It is not in ours. Steer clear and respect it. If it attacks, you may defend yourself.
I respect it.
Then
So
steer
where do we
clear.
go now?
The will-o'-wisp brought us to it.
Maybe it
So
has knowledge, wisdom to share.
All right, we can agree right now that the will-o'-the-wisp are bad things because we would have gotten eaten otherwise. Where, like Artie said, where do we go?
east.
All right, and Jackie like tugs Abel, if she's been picked up at this point, to
Yeah.
go east.
Abel picks you up, but he doesn't walk as directed. Is the crocodile still there, just watching?
Yeah. I mean, it's eaten a snack. It just ate a giant toad, so it seems full for now, but it is watching.
I see. Abel
Should we
begins to
talk to it?
cautiously watch, not breaking eye contact with it if possible.
Okay. Are you gonna try and like skirt around it?
Skirt around it, yeah.
Okay. All right.
And it's
Cool.
like
So-
is it like a giant one or is it like a normal sized crocodile? Like this is
I don't know
one
how
to
many
match the
crocodiles
skull
you've
we saw
encountered.
earlier.
No, it's probably about not between half and a quarter of that size. Still pretty large. I mean, the
crocodile skull was used as a bridge.
as a bridge. That one was huge.
Oh,
This
massive.
one,
Okay.
yeah, this one's about a quarter of that. Still very big, like probably taller than you if you were to lay beside it. From what you saw.
Now you stay over there, crocodile. We mean you no harm.
And kind of just he's just kind of following his instinct at this point, but it's walking in the direction with the group, walking east with Jackie on his shoulder.
Okay. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. I just taunt this son of a bitch. Son of a nat one. So 5.
Okay. So as you say this and you like gesture towards it, it kind of starts swimming towards you a little bit. Eyes getting closer and closer.
Run, 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 run!
And Abel, who has a walking speed of 45, he books it.
I imagine the sudden jolt of you running, like Jackie has like almost fallen off on you, and it's like grabbed your cloak or something. It's like,
Yeah, Artie just starts running after Abel.
Yeah, Sephiroth as well.
Okay, cool. So you guys get away. No further issue, and you finish your day's travel, and then set up camp, I'm assuming, for the night.
If we're able to find a safe and dry clearing, yes.
Okay. So we'll say you do find a clearing that looks relatively safe, to the best of your knowledge.
I would be willing to build a makeshift treehouse to get us off this ground.
I think we might be better off just using the tree branches as pseudo beds. I don't know how much time we have to make a tree house. I'm not sure what you're imagining or capable of, Abel, but
Simple platform. Purely for survival, not comfort.
if you can make it, by all means.
Jackie, do you mind?
Jackie hops off.
Abel runs over and starts breaking off branches, just like of what he can, and starts lobbing them up onto certain lower hanging trees that look climbable, and tries to make something. I don't know what kind of, would that be a survival check or a series of survival checks?
Yeah, that would be. I'd say make a survival check, and we'll just see how it goes.
Can I help him at all? Considering I'm very
Yeah, I was gonna also ask, since Jackie's got the axe, like help him.
Oh, the axe would be very helpful.
I'll cast guidance on him, so you get a D4.
Oh, D4?
and I rolled a 14 for survival in terms of like fashioning some sort of place for us to stay in.
21.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll say all of you working together, you do manage to make like a actually pretty well made little structure up in the tree branches.
Just like a platform.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do get it made, and you're fairly certain it'll support your weight for the evening.
I'm impressed. That was pretty quick.
Yep. Anything to get us off of this godforsaken ground. Or marsh, or wherever that crocodile might find us.
I agree.
I'll keep first watch.
I'll take second watch then.
Okay.
We don't have to really worry about watch. Cairo can watch it and let us know if anything happens.
Can he?
Well, yeah, he's an automaton. He doesn't
need to
sleep at all.
rest.
No, he's an automaton. He sleeps. Well, he doesn't really have to sleep.
Okay.
He powers down from time to time, but if we need him to watch, if you're tired, he can help.
No, I would rather a full night's rest. If we can rely on Cairo, I would be greatly appreciative.
I'll have to get him an extra lump of coal when we get back to town then, as I pat him on the head and settle down for the night.
Thank you,
Cairo
Cairo.
goes.
Cool.
And
So
then-
as you guys, oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I imagine it like a BB-8 when he does the little.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
that. and that's the noise that he makes every time. Yep. Because it's steam. He's just like letting out like steam.
I love it.
Can't talk. He talks like Jelly Kid from Bravest Warriors.
Just
Yep.
toast appears.
So, as you guys settle down for the evening with Cairo watching Sentinel over the swamplands around you, with you all up in your treehouse.
Now I'm imagining the episode 3-2 when R2's in the room with Padme, and it's just like a grid on the ground, but it's
So he's put himself in like
Cairo.
cannon form, and he's just kind of like looking around. So he's ready to blast.
Oh, I love that. That's adorable.
love him.
Cool. So, as you guys go for your first night's rest, do you care if we take a break real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
bathroom.
Oh,
Let's do it.
We'll be right back, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Feel that way.
Does it always feel? And I want to begin saying, once I had a dream where you and then I noticed them. Never mind.
Never mind.
You doing all right? You need anything? Refill?
Is her foot okay?
Excuse us. I don't want to shut the door, like right in front of them.
You close the door.
That was rude.
Chains goes and hangs out at the table with other tabaxi
I
at
think
it.
Galvin might actually like Ricky.
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, just pulls back. And
Hello,
we'll
we just
chat.
got raided. Hello.
Yeah. Lord New York. Thank you for that raid. Welcome in. We're taking our quick little bathroom break, but we're in the middle of a swamp. We are looking for something that's creating zombies. There was a hangman's tree that used to be cool. Now it's not. People are missing. We're trying to
Zombies.
find our way.
Yeah. Oh my.
It's a lot of
BioWare
fun.
Babe. That's a cute screen name.
That is
Welcome.
a great name.
Oh, that is a great name.
I love that name.
They got the Water Genasi Ranger. These are custom little notifications. When you follow, you get a little character sheet. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna go back on our break, but we will be right back. So thank you so much for raiding, guys. We love you, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
Yeah.
God damn it, Monkey Man.
Canceled.
God damn
The
it.
whole show.
Well,
Cancel
the
the
whole
whole
show's
show.
canceled.
We're done.
We're done.
We're
We gotta wrap
fucking
it up.
done.
Go home.
Out of here. Shut.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Later.
Yeah, I guess we all get. We're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. Hey guys, welcome to Deck of Many Fates, where we do stupid shit.
I'm the boy, and these are the boys.
Hey, let's talk some fucking wisdom, boys, shall we?
Yes, please.
I lack it. It's my dump stat. It's fine.
Hi, Zach.
Hi.
He's like,
waving at
she's
me
actually waving.
You must kiss it to make it feel better. Who is going to kiss his shin to make
I'm-
it?
I think she should. She should kiss my shin.
No one is going to kiss his shin.
I'm actually allergic to shins, but we're so sorry. He means well. He's just small and angry. We're working on it.
I put my hand on his shin and I make a kissing noise, and I don't cast anything, but I just go mwah.
Yeah. He's looking at Scold while this is happening. He says, "Oh, that feels much better."
Oh, I didn't even have to roll anything. You are fine. It's fine. Moi, it's fixed.
Mordecai, speak to them.
I don't wanna.
Mordecai, tell them your name.
I don't wanna say anything.
He's cursed.
Is that his voice?
He put on gloves and now he is cursed.
I'm embarrassed.
Your voice sounds like small, weak child. Like the kind that wander into the forest and get killed
Yeah, I know. Hey,
by falling branches or something.
Okay, that's enough. I will rain hellfire upon your den.
You will rain hellfire. What, are you going to, like, shake a stick at me and it's like sparks fly off or something?
I am the most powerful tiefling you have ever come across.
Well, you're the only tiefling I've come across. Zulika, please. They are our guests, and...
God damn.
All these noises are very...
That's right. Alright, I'm gonna set up for...
You don't like to get wet. Wait, hold on. You're afraid to get wet.
Oh my god.
Is that a whole cheek?
I don't know if anybody enjoyed that.
Macaroni the pot that stuck up at his face.
I can't. This is the worst. Hey. Yes, it is. I've got no defense.
I'm gonna have an aneurysm on the show.
I know. One of these days, I'm gonna fucking stroke out.
Match each other perfectly. I've used to play dungeons like this in Dungeons of Dragons. I just
We
don't
don't
know.
want to hear about your weird sex. Let's just go.
You're right, of course.
Well, clearly there's no sex, my darling, as this is a game for virgins.
Oh, you're right.
Right. Well, sometimes you're right. Just don't play bards, I guess.
Lead the way, Gizmo. You are the virgin expert here.
Right. Thank you. Accurate though. So all across the board. Eladrin.
They're beautiful.
Eladrins. Aladdin.
I don't know if
I've always said Eladrin. I don't know either. So
I've never played an Aladdin.
You know what? It's a fantasy race. It's whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's an Aladdin if you want to be.
Maybe I do want an Aladdin.
Well, you know what? You've never had a friend like Miz, because
Oh,
might not be your friend.
I don't remember who asked, but yeah, that's the lizard's name. And we can call him Peppermint Andy if you want, but his legal name is Funky Wizard the Monkey Lizard.
Why does he have a like?
Is the giant white dragon symbolic of milk?
Or semen.
Oh,
made of
no!
cheese.
We were so close! No! No!
And you see this white dragon carry your father, your collective father, up and over to this dense forest.
Hey, that cum dragon's taking that guy that looks kind of like my dad away.
And we're back.
Hello.
Well, Alan was gone. Right as we went on break, we were raided by the lovely folks at Bards of New York. Thank you so much for the raid again. And for those who stuck around, hope you're having a good night and relaxing night.
Yeah, thanks for everybody for joining us this evening. Thanks for being with us. We love you.
Yeah, thanks for just being awesome.
Thanks for being you.
Yeah.
So, I've done a couple recaps already, I guess, today. Who wants to recap what we did the first half of the game?
Ooh, well.
Ooh, Sumner, you should do that.
I actually want to. So first off, there was a couple episodes ago, there was a big zombie breakout at this big tree. There's a lot of mystery around it, and it was very, very scary. A lot of very powerful beings that brought us to this town where we started to learn more about it. And we are trying to discover more about it by going to this butcher. Is it just a butcher? There was a couple jokes going around, but he's a butcher,
Well,
right?
he bakes pies, but I think it's like they're meat pies, and his main thing is he's a butcher.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Which is why I was like, he's a baker.
Gotcha.
And then
we can't just make it. Right.
He's not a barber by chance, is he?
Yeah.
Making pies.
Are we in
Okay.
London? So we're going through the march, which is a 3 days travel east, to head to this butcher's place to see if he's okay. It doesn't seem positive or optimistic, but we're trying to investigate. But we woke up in this in the 3 days in. 3 days in? Is that what it's called?
3 days place.
3 days place. That is 3 days grace, of course. Yeah. So, which is a very, very, very exceedingly nice place where we got a significant amount of gold from a previous payoff from a previous mission. So we were all fairly well equipped. We had a shopping day. It was glorious. But now we are in the marsh where we followed a Will-O the Wisp, right? Will-o'-the-wisp, which are known, which as Sepharis pointed out, are known to lead to danger, and it led to basically a crocodile right in the middle of the marsh, which is very large and very scary. Ended up eating something else and waiting for us, and when Abel taunted it, saying, "You stay there," it went after us in direct defiance, which is very against crocodiles, because as we know, crocodiles are all lawful good creatures. So we made a treehouse type platform to stay off the ground, and we find ourselves with Artie, Artorius, our local artificer, or artificer, according to Mick Arcade, made a necrotic radar thing that can detect necrotic energy, which has not gone off yet, but he's eager and optimistic that it will.
It went off with the will-o'-wisp.
It's been blooping, but nothing like
nothing big.
What we're expecting at the source of this.
Yeah, nothing.
Outbreak.
No large reaction.
And Artie's little automaton Cairo is keeping watch for us, and we're all very grateful. That's where we're at. Does anything happen in the night, or can we skip to morning?
Nope. You guys sleep through the evening pretty comfortably in your nice little treehouse structure that you've made. And as the sun rises and shines through the hazy fog, you guys can continue on if you'd like.
Well, then we continue on.
Okay. Who wants to roll the survival check? Who's leading?
Onward. Okay, so clearly my necronometer works.
I got a tornado warning.
I've never seen extreme before. Tornado warning in this area until 9:30 p.m. That means there's a touchdown.
Yep.
Oh no.
I think.
Where is it?
I think we may have to cut off, unfortunately.
Let me just make sure.
Hold on. Let's do a little bit of research while we're live and see where this thing is.
Yeah.
Did you see the alert?
I'm gonna Google tornado near me. Where is the touchdown? This is normal in Texas, everyone.
Yeah, it's just that time of year.
Us East Coast people are like, what?
Yeah.
They were like my number one fear moving here, and now that I'm like, that.
We're right in the middle of the dark.
But yeah, just give us a moment here. If y'all want to roleplay, you're welcome to. But Abel's gonna be sleeping.
Did I ever tell you guys about the time I lived through a tornado?
No.
When I was younger? Yeah, in
Please, do tell.
I remember it was like super dark and like the sky was green and black.
Yes,
it was
the sky turns green.
It was real crazy, and like the dog was barking all crazy at my aunt's house, who lived like directly across from us. And then the wind started blowing, so we all had to go inside because we were playing on the trampoline, me and my cousins. So we all went inside, and my mom and my brother and my sister were watching the Looney Tunes on VHS. And I went into my bedroom because I wanted to play on my Nintendo. And as I stepped through like the threshold, like I looked up and the roof went off the house, and then my wall fell down.
Whoa.
And then I ran back into the living room, and like a bunch of plywood that was leaned against the wall fell on top of me, and I got pinned underneath it. And then
Whoa.
That's crazy.
And then my dad got it off of me, and my brother, my sister, my mom were all under the couch because my mom had flipped it over on top of them so that nothing would hit them. But,
wow.
That's
Damn.
And then we went to McDonald's.
Way more dramatic than I expected. That is. How old were you?
First grade, so that was 2001.
So about 6 or 7.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, 6 or 7
like that.
Damn.
Wow, that's.
All right, so Sumner, we are in the northeast corner of this storm, so the tornado is going to be just kind of heading our-ish direction.
Yeah, they usually do, and then they usually die off.
They generally travel southwest to northeast.
Okay, I think I'd be more comfortable if we called it tonight. Unfortunately,
that's fair. We want you guys to be safe.
We got cats and family, so all right, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid. And I'm also very sorry to Alan, who prepared a session today.
It's okay.
So I love you and thank you.
We want you guys to be safe.
In the morning, Sepharis apologizes to Artorius for the little spat. I wanted to roleplay that, but it's fine.
It'll be next week.
Yeah, totally.
It'll be okay.
We can save it.
All right, well, don't let me forget about it because I'm afraid I will.
I don't. No.
All right, let's go ahead and say it, Ink and Liar.
Yeah, we love Ink and Liar.
We'll be back on Wednesday with more Star Wars action. So
hell yeah.
That out.
Can our raid phrase be the tornado ruined the stream?
Yeah, that's not a bad one actually.
It wasn't pagan though, not this time.
All right, guys. Good night. Stay safe, especially if you're in Texas. Take care. All right.
Yeah, y'all stay safe.
Bye, everyone.
Update us.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
All right, I'm gonna go get in the closet with my wife and cats. Love you.
Love y'all.
Bye, guys. Be safe.
Bye.
Bye.